Hello, friends. Welcome to Daily Flow Yoga and Meditation. In this current series, Fridays are our day for an athletic, vigorous Vinyasa Yoga flow. It will still be brief, something you can manage in always under half an hour. Today will be much shorter than that. For some folks, this may prove a little physically challenging. You're welcome to circle back and do our more gentle, slow flow from Tuesday, or I'll list some other resources in the caption or the notes so that you can find something that feels more suitable to you if you still want to find a physical yoga practice today. Otherwise, of course, you can choose to meditate or journal or find some other way to connect with yourself, which is what this is all about. Make your way to all fours. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, we'll find a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Use the inhale to pull your chest forward as you lift the tailbone. Use your exhale to tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round the spine. Inhale to your cow shape. Exhale to round. Once again, cultivate that ujjayi breath. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine. Coming back into your neutral spine, step the right foot back, and then step the left foot to meet the right. Ideally, your shoulders are just forward of your wrists. Feel the thighs lifting up, the heels reaching back as you pull the chest forward, almost like you're in that cow shape. Inhale here, and then exhale, send the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. If you're newer to this kind of yoga, we tend to be in down dog a lot. So let's take a moment here. You can pedal out the heels, shake the head yes and no. And then coming back into a neutral, still position, feel a sense of the quadriceps, the thigh muscles, gripping the thigh bones. And then bend the knees to soften that connection of the thigh muscle to the bone. Pull your heart back in space. And then re-lengthen the legs. See if you can keep your heart melting. Come back into stillness, breathe. As you inhale, start to roll yourself forward to a plank position. As you exhale, release your knees, and then your chest and your chin. And then inhale, release the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Then tuck the toes, lift the knees, down dog. Inhale, make your way back to plank. Exhale, bend your elbows in half as you scrape the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and walk your feet forward to your wrists. With your feet about hip width apart, find softness in your knees. Hold opposite elbows as you sway the hips left and right. Ragdoll. Soften the neck. And then release the hands. Walk the feet close together. Maybe you bring the toes and ankles to touch. Find a sensation of the pinky edges of the feet pressing down. Find that lift in the arches of the feet and bend your knees quite a lot so your hands are comfortably on the floor. Notice that I'm trying to keep my knees over my ankles as I send the hips further back, almost like a child's pose with my chest on my thighs. And then inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears. This is called a chair pose. Utkatasana, the Sanskrit name, actually means lightning bolt. So we're trying to make a big lightning bolt shape. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, find a flat back, prepare. Hands can come to shins. As you exhale, step, float, or hop back to that chaturanga half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift the right heel high to sky. As you exhale, step the foot between the hands for a runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up to a warrior one. Find the connection of the pinky edge of the left foot, helping to deepen the lunge. Inhale here. And as you exhale, connect the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Try to find the base of the palms, the heels of the palms pressing together. And then the fist travels down the left hamstring as you lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior is my favorite name of any shape. Find your right shoulder inside your right thigh. And then if your right hip is sticking out, see if you can wrap it under. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. Keep the fingers interlaced and then lift the left heel. Look forward beyond the edge of your mat and begin to float forward, straightening the right leg, floating the left foot. Then release your hands, float the arms by the ears, warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, bring the feet to touch, sink the hips, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, come to stand. Good, we'll do that one more time. Now it's a lot. I know it's a lot. So take what you need and leave the rest, always. Inhale, chair pose, sink the hips, raise the arms. Exhale, hinge forward. As you inhale, find a flat back, prepare. Exhale, step, float, or hop back to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, float the left heel high to sky. As you exhale, bring the foot between the hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Take a couple of breaths here to establish your strong warrior one. Feel the pinky edge of the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, humble warrior, knuckle scrape the ceiling. Try to keep the entire palm together. Maybe the crown of the head reaches for the floor. Inhale, come back up. Lift the back heel. And look forward beyond the mat as you exhale, lengthening the left leg, floating the right heel. Inhale, release the hands. Exhale, chair pose. Come to stand, mountain pose. Good, you're almost there. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step, float, or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is it. On your next inhale, come forward to your plank. As you exhale, release the knees, send the hips to the heels, child's pose. Breathe. Go ahead and crawl your belly forward on the mat. Legs are long. Finding a Sphinx pose, feel the forearms on the mat, press down through the low belly to lift the chest. Last little back bend here, inhale. Exhale, lower yourself down. Take either arm long in front of you, and then just roll over onto your back. Walk yourself into the middle of your mat for your Shavasana, or final rest. Let your feet flop open. Let yourself be fully supported. Forget about breath or counting breath. Just allow everything to integrate. You just worked very hard. If you'd like to take a little longer here, by all means, do so. Otherwise, start to find some life in your fingers and toes. Walk the feet in, bending the knees in half, feeling each footprint one at a time, and ultimately hugging the knees towards the chest. Rock yourself up to any comfortable seat. Coming to sit cross-legged, for most of us feels good, but whatever feels right to you right now, gather your hands in prayer at heart center. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, bow your chin towards your chest. The light that is in me bows to and honors the light that is in you. Namaste.